Hello, I'm going to show you now how to use the basics of formula auditing within Excel. Now I've got a spreadsheet here which is reasonably complicated and it has a couple of columns where there are calculations, and I'm going to use formula auditing to shall we say, pick apart what the formulas are doing. Now to access the formula auditing options, we go to the formulas tab at the top, and then there's a section here called formula auditing. Now I'm going to show you three options within the formula auditing toolbar. First of all, the easiest one to have a go with is one here called show formulas. Now when I click onto this, what it does, every single piece of information which is actually a calculation will be displayed as a calculation. And if I just do a little bit of color coding so you can see the items that I'm talking about, can you see they are displayed as a formula, and also they are displayed as a formula too. Now if I click back onto the formulas tab and then click show formulas again, instead of displaying them as formulas, they are now displayed as answers. So anywhere in the spreadsheet, if you click that particular button, every single cell that contains a formula will be displayed as a formula, and if you click it again, the formula will return the answer. Now beyond that, there is also two other buttons that we're going to look at: trace precedence and trace dependence. Now trace precedence, if we click onto a formula, when we click trace precedence, so I'm going to select a cell that contains a formula, click trace precedence, this is showing me everything which goes into that formula to make the answer. So if we had a formula, for instance, which was this plus this plus this, when I click onto that particular formula and click trace precedence, can you see it's showing everything which goes in to make that answer? Also, if I click trace precedence again, it will pick up any other formula prior to those cells that go in towards making that answer. So trace precedence shows everything which goes in to make an answer. Trace dependence is the opposite way round. If I click onto a cell that may be used in a formula, when I click trace dependence, what it's going to do is it's going to show me any formula which is affected by that cell being changed. So if I click trace dependence again, that's showing me, can you see, if I change that figure there, this figure here and also this figure and the figure down below, they will all change. So they are the items that depend on that particular value. Trace precedence is everything that goes into a formula. Trace dependence is telling me anything which depends on a particular cell's value or formula answer changing. So that is a bit about show formulas, trace precedence and trace dependence, giving you a bit of an introduction to formula auditing within Excel.